YouTube? It's AJ Watt back to you guys with an exciting unboxing review, this time of the NECA Rocky IV 40th Anniversary Apollo Creed figure. Really waited for this figure for over a year, and I believe it was delayed twice by NECA, and I was just really devastated. I'm like, man, I need an Apollo Creed figure because Carl Weathers is just awesome. So glad to have this guy. It comes with two head sculpts, a hat, Anthony, and his little vest that you can take off so you can have him like fighting Ivan Drago. But as you guys can see, we have the normal Rocky packaging, as kind of similar to what we see with the Rocky 3, the Series 1. So you have a nice picture of Carl Weathers right over there at the bottom corner. And then on the side, we have Rocky 40th Anniversary, the old training montage video, kind of Rocky on top of the steps and everything, Apollo Creed Series 2. Then on the bag, you have a nice read up of the Rocky IV movie, or a summary, the other figures in the wave, the Rocky, and the two Ivan Dragos. Then on the other side, we kind of have the same similar thing. Top just says Rocky IV, bottom not that much. Let's go ahead and open up Mr. Weathers. Alright, so here we have the Apollo Creed out of the packaging, and pretty awesome figure. Do have my complaints on it, but I will get into that for you guys. But for now, let's go ahead and check out the accessories. Alright, so the only two accessories he comes with besides his jacket or his entrance coat is his hat. Right over here, Star Spangled Banners and everything. Pretty good paint job on it. Really do dig it. Has a kind of dotted texture over here where the stars and the banner are. And the stripes are just painted on there, not sculpted or anything. Same thing goes for the top of the hat as well. Pretty good sculpting on it and everything to give it that shape. It's white on the inside. And then we get an awesome Carl Weathers head. Looking fantastic. It kind of has a sweaty look to it, as you guys can see. And the Afro is done very, very awesome and nice. Really do like that. Skin tone's pretty light. People have been saying that the skin tone from the first Rocky Apollo Creed figure is darker, and I do believe so. I do not have the figure in hand to show you guys, but it does seem a little bit, this figure seems a little bit lighter in color. But I really like the way the Afro looks. Looks pretty awesome. It's Carl Weathers. Too bad we don't have a Dylan figure coming out for the new Predator line, sadly. Then here we have the Apollo Creed with his smirking face. Looks pretty weird on the teeth, to be honest, because I know he has some white teeth in the movie. These teeth are a little bit kind of funky looking, but I can give it a pass. The face sculpt's pretty cool. The Afro is similar to the kind of regular face we see. Like I said, this one's the more smiling when he enters the ring and everything. But it looks pretty good. Mustache is on there all nice and clean. And then the coat is done very, very nicely. Has that same dotted texturing just like the hat, or the little top hat that he has. And then throughout the coat over here, you get some nice wrinkles throughout, which is pretty awesome. You can kind of see it right there. Mine has a little paint smudging right there, no big deal. Not gonna have them displayed with the coat on. TBH, not my cup of tea. Has the stars right over there. You can see the strings on his biceps from his coat, looking pretty cool, pretty cool. Then you have his trunks over here looking very nicely. Body's done awesome. Really think it has the kind of the same definition as Apollo Creed in that movie, in my opinion. You can see the wrinkles throughout the trunks, looking very awesome. And over here, it's textured on the I forgot what it's called in boxing. It's not the belt. Well, I'll just call it the belt, because you know how some fighters hit below the belt. Fuck it, it's a belt. But you can see the wrinkles, like I said, looking awesome. Then you get the Apollo Creed thighs, looking good and muscular. You can see the lines. for the quads and everything. Then you get his socks over here. You see mine has a little paint smudge on there. You can see the little kind of ribbons around it. Has the stripes over here. I don't know if they're Converse or Adidas, probably Adidas. Then you can see the lacing right over there. Has 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So there's a way to take off the coat as well, but for some reason this one doesn't want to do it. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I purchased 2 of these guys, and it was kind of difficult to take off the first one. I just took off, because you're supposed to take off the whole arm. On my other figure, I took off the right arm and it came off. But in doing so, I kind of messed up the other coat. Right over here, you can see it's kind of open there, kind of ripped. So I'm going to call it NECA customer support to get a brand new one. So I ripped on that side and then I ripped on this side as well, because I didn't know how to take off the coat. But like I said, all you gotta do is just take off one of the arms, and then you have the coatless Apollo Creed. And if you want to go ahead and put on Apollo Creed's top hat, all you gotta do is spadink, and boom, you have Apollo Creed with his top hat looking very funky, giving that 80s look. Then here we have Apollo Creed without his coat on. As you guys can see, the definition's awesome. Kind of has, like I said, that sweaty look to him, like he's fighting Ivan Drago. Really do like that look for him. Really am interested in getting the first Apollo Creed that came out, but it's gonna be hard to find because he resells for like $100, and I ain't paying that much for like a 7-inch figure. But this one's pretty cool. You can see all the muscle definition around him. Biceps looking clean, back looking very muscular and everything. You can see the trunks in the back, pretty cool. And this is my second figure without the coat on. I have the other one in the coat, and like I said, the reason why I bought the other one is to try to make a custom Dylan figure for my Predator collection. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. I like the face sculpt on this one. And I still haven't been able to get him in his signature stance. Hopefully I'll do that for you guys. But for now, let's go ahead and check out his articulation. Alright, so for Creed's articulation, his head can look left and look right, as well as look down and up. Well, not that much up. Yeah, not that much up, to be honest. Arms fully rotate 360. Move outward. No bicep swivel. Has a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and he also rotates at the elbow. And the gloves are on a ball joint, so you can kind of move them around side to side or up and down. Really does hinder it because of the way the kind of the armband is on the glove. And he has a upper diaphragm joint that helps him move side to side pretty good. So good range of motion side to side. Leans back just a little tiny bit. Leans more forward. And you get like this weird kind of gappage. You can kind of see the ball joint in there. Doesn't really have like a waist swivel on the inside. And his legs don't really kick up because the trunks are made of like a hard plastic. But you can kind of get a thigh swivel in there. Has a single bend at the knee. Doesn't really move that good. Has rotation at the knee as well. No boot rotation, but his boots hinge, or his little ankles move down a little bit, up a little bit, and he has toe articulation right there. But he does have a tiny bit of ankle pivot. Not that much though, sadly. And you can also rotate 360. But man, that ankle pivot would have been nice if you want to put him in like a jabbing pose like he usually is. And here I have Apollo Creed next to the Jungle Hunter Predator, and of course the Predator stands taller than him. And then here I have my favorite Marvel Legends figure, the Wolverine from the Juggernaut series, and of course Apollo Creed stands taller than him. And here he is next to the, I think this is the Jungle Patrol Dutch, but I'm not really sure. And they stand just about the same height. Nah, never mind, Apollo Creed's a little bit taller. Just by a tiny bit. Alright, so here I have Apollo Creed all posed up for you guys in his stance. Did the best I could, but oh well. And I would recommend this figure to anyone that's looking to collect all the Rocky figures. Pretty cool. So you don't have to spend that $100 on the first Rocky series, Apollo Creed, which is like $100, probably even more. But yeah, if you see this figure laying around anywhere, as far as I know, it's only at Toys R Us right now, and there's a couple on the NECA eBay store, so go ahead and check them out. But yeah, I really do love this figure and really happy to have it. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys like my videos, go ahead and thumbs up and subscribe. Follow my Instagram account, AJReviews, for toy pickups and toy news. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great week.